Everything's working. Hello, Vicky's live. How are you doing, guys? Try not to be a hot mess in typical Vicky style. How you guys doing? Just gonna wait for us to go live. Welcome to the cut and paste walkthrough, collection walkthrough. Very excited. This has been planned for a very long time, and I'm happy to finally get to do it. So hello, friends. Happy Friday night. Hello from Australia. I love it. Hello, Crafty Melinda, the Crafty Confidant. I love it. Hello, Angel. Hi, Mindy. How are you guys? Hi, Vicky from Vicky. So happy to see you guys here. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Helen. Very excited to walk through cut and paste because it's kind of been up in the air, right? So a lot of work went into this collection, my last collection with American Crafts. I think it's my 20th collection. I think this one actually ended on 20, which is kind of crazy, right? So very excited to have you guys here. I'm going to just give everybody a chance to jump on. Make sure that if you're watching the chat, you have it on live chat. If you haven't already, thumbs up the video. I always appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that so you don't miss anything fun that's coming. And we won't wait too long. Are you guys excited? I know a lot of you probably have this, that a lot of stores got it before I ever got my collection. Some of the stuff is still test pieces. So I don't even have, like, you'll see the 6x12 sticker sheet is missing a sticker. So, right, it's coming, but I do have confirmation. The order has arrived. It was a lot of work. Just a second. I don't want to cough on you guys. Still having some trouble with my voice. So we'll get through it. So, lost my train of thought. Yeah, this one was kind of bumpy, right? I wasn't sure if I was going to get it because if you weren't aware, American Crafts, a portion of it has been purchased by Notions. And there's another name for the whole collective of that company. But I'm excited because I'm sure We Are Memory Keepers will be moving forward doing some fun stuff. But this is my last collection with American Crafts. If you're new here, I have fully transitioned to 49 and Market, and we are in the middle of doing my first class using Flower Emporium. So I'm super excited. You will see when we go through this that there's pieces that, because I wasn't sure if this was ever going to come out, that there are things we'll talk about that are reflected in Flower Emporium because there were some designs that I'm like, I don't want that not to happen, right? So this baby had a hard labor. It's true. It's true, but it finally, Notions worked really hard. So the container that had this product in it was seized at the port, and then they had to do a lot of work to try to get parts of this collection. So they worked very tirelessly with our lawyers and such to get pieces of it. I have ordered a minimum number for my kits. You will find it sold out a lot of places because they probably only got like a little bit of the order, and I think it's been super popular. The feedback has been huge on this collection, so I'm excited that and Dandy Creates is here. Yes, we remember you. It's been a long time. I hope you're doing well, friend. So without further ado, I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to go through the paper and all of the things. I'm going to show you some of the things that should I show you, some of the things that didn't make the cut. I'm kind of sad, right, about some of those things. If you want to partake in this class, it will go live at 9 p.m. tonight, Eastern. So it is right now 8:07. So in less than an hour, it will go live. Like I said, I only ordered a limited amount because I wasn't sure how this one would go because it hit the shelves long before I had it. So I wanted to just kind of, what do you say? Err on the side of caution. Err on the side of caution. So the link Natalie is sharing, but there's nothing in it until it goes live. Okay, there's nothing in that link until it goes live. I wanted everybody to get a fair shot. Okay, so let's flip the camera, and I'm very excited to share with you cut and paste. My last collection with 49, pardon me, with American Crafts, not with 49 and Market. We're just getting started there, so sorry, I still have to Blair Witch you. Just a girl in her basement doing the things, right? So just a second. I bought all the things to do the overhead camera. I'm just the only person here, so it makes it really hard, right? So one day I will hire somebody to come and help me be better at all of this stuff, right? I wish that I had like a kid or husband or nephew or niece that was really good with the computer stuff, because that would be awesome. Okay, let me straighten that out because it's straight on here. Which way would I need to go? Maybe like a little bit like that. Good. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions before we get started? Will I have access only? I will, Tamia, once the kits are sold, right? The scrap store limited two sheets, and other things only one. Yeah, isn't that? See, look it, because they want to support the VBoo crew, the people who love this stuff, right? And you will find it's a small collection, but it is beautiful. It's small but mighty. It's small but mighty. So let's go through and show you some stuff. I think I don't want you to see my belly. Here we go. You ready? So we're going to go through the papers first. I keep trying to make it look better on here, and I'm doing a worser job. So sorry about that. Right? You guys will still love me. I hope. So what this will be is a flip through. There are 11 double-sided papers in the open stock paper. I've noticed that a lot of these are sold out online. Will stores get more? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen because the people I work with are no longer there, right? So it's just all, I'm just excited that Melissa and I put so much work into this. And this whole collection, the whole idea was meant to be cut and paste. And you know how I like to do a lot of decoupage and layered backgrounds. Well, that was the whole idea with taking pattern, layering it to make it look like cut and paste. The event dates are going to be in August because I'm gone in July. The product hasn't shipped yet. We have to pack the kits. So it will be in August. Again, it'll be live, but always recorded. So you'll be able, even if you can't do it, because I know that's going to be vacation time for some people, it'll still be recorded. It's going to be fabulous. So let's go through. There are no names on these papers. When the new people took over, they didn't name the paper. So this is obviously the 3x4s. Look how cute this is. So kind of with a color vibe and a swatch vibe. I tried to do, this is kind of like a summer-ish collection. So what I like to do right in the summer is a lot of reading and journaling. There's camera themes on here, but do you see what I mean? Where images are like a pattern that looks like another piece was cut out of a different pattern. So it's almost like back in my paper piecing day or die cutting day, right? So I love that. So again, you have your 3x4s, which you know I love. There's no album with this one, so I want to do a really fun kind of tag flip book, which I think would be fun, especially if you're not a huge mini album lover. I still think it could be really fun for like highlights of your summer. The B side of this, look how pretty is this. What would you call this? It's almost like Victorian velvet, like Tim's, but not exactly that same color, but it's this really pretty purpley color is the B side of that paper. And then the strip that you can cut out and use, which is notes. Notes, notes, notes. Of course, we have to have our floral. This paper will definitely be cut apart. In my kit, there's like 27 pieces of paper, so that some of these we can cut out, but still have the B side for this. So look at that. And it looks like, see, layers of book paper. It all looks layered and cut out. So that's the whole idea, right? Cut and paste. So I love the vibe of this collection. I want to do something like this again with 49 and Market. So we will revisit kind of this whole theme of the cut and paste. We're going to do it again. I love it. But fussy cussing, this will definitely be a fussy cutting paper. The B side is stunning. So the back of this paper, look at, is book paper. And then it has this diamond pattern on top. I absolutely love it. And then your little flowers on the black strip. So that is the next paper. No names again. So it is, I think, paper 2. I think they have it listed, but it's not listed on the paper. So good times, right? Good times. Shipping to the US isn't an issue with anything moving forward. It's only old product because now it is fulfilled in the US. My friend kits them and ships from the US, so they don't come over the border. Just the Canadian ones come here. So not a problem. Not a problem. And then this one, right? You see what I'm saying? It is reminiscent to one of the papers. Well, I've done this paper before because and I'll do it again because I love it. But looks like one of the papers, right, in Flower Emporium, because I wasn't sure if this collection was going to come out and I wanted this paper. So I love this. So this one is, again, kind of our pie shape, which I would do 20 million times. I love it. I love that this paper, you could cut all the pieces out and paste them back down. You could sew on them. I love it. There's a video on this paper. So I love that, right? And then the B side, of course, you know I love my large words, and this kind of looks like they're painted with white paint. And it says, a much needed, beautiful distraction. Boldness is the willingness to take that first step into the unknown. Courage is the fuel that propels dreams. Isn't that fun? And then you have your border strip with, it looks like a paper cut arrow with little black strips. So isn't this fun? Hello, Carol, how are you? It's okay if you guys aren't right on time, and the video's recorded after we're done, so you can always go back and watch. But I love this. I love this paper. I love this paper. So you know I love grids and squares. So we have this on a graph background, and then it looks just like little mixed media squares. So can't you see, I could see cutting this out, punching these out, layering them, doing something fun where we still do kind of cut and paste with it, or you can use it just as it is. Again, love it. And then the B side is one of my mixed media backgrounds layered. So Melissa took the art from one of my backgrounds and layered it on a tone on tone kind of newsprint background. Isn't that beautiful? So that's the B side of this one. And then look at little pencil crayons for my Canadian friends, or colored pencils for my American friends. But I love that. A lot of attention to detail, right? I think a lot of you love this. I think this paper I haven't really seen online. I don't think it lasted very long because look at what it is. It's all paper piece butterflies that you're going to want to get your scissors ready because you know we're going to be fussy cussing this one. I love it, right? So it is a butterfly paper, which you know I need to have, but it's a different application of butterflies, and they all look like kind of die cut pieces. I love it. More fussy cutting, you know, especially with the American Crafts collections, because we have limited embellishment with this one, but I want you to get your bang for your buck. So this is the butterfly paper, and then a really pretty tone on tone turquoisey square. So I love that for layering, right? Beautiful for layering. Your silhouette can cut those. I bet you it could, because they're very isolated. I love this paper. I love, love, love this paper. So you have a whole bunch of paper strips, right? It almost looks like scraps that we put on the bottom. So can't you see sewing on this to like elevate all of that? I love this paper. Absolutely love it. Like I said, a lot of work goes into all of this. And what's really hard is that all that work went in, and then I didn't even know if it would come to fruition. Right? And I don't get paid until I sell my kits. So it was like a lot of work that went in. And then I'm like, I'm glad that I would have done it anyway, because I love it just to get to use it. But so happy. And I know a lot of you guys have this already, but I love this. No name on this paper. I don't know what number we're at yet, but they are numbered. So there's going to be a couple sheets of that in the kit, because this I love as a base, right? The B side of that, right? Can you just take the layout part of the class? It's a complete class. Just to give you an idea, with when you do access only, it's access only. That for my classes, all you're paying for is the product. You get all of my classes for free. So really, the value of the kit is product only. So do you see what I'm saying? You don't need to, where it's like I don't do mini books or I don't do layouts. You're paying, what you get is just the cost of product. So if you went and bought it on your own, you end up having to buy the access only. That is, I give you me for free. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's one of those that just buy the class and do whatever you want with it, because what you're paying for is pretty much the product. So that's the B side of this, and I love this. They're little newsprint hearts. They're little newsprint hearts. I think so, Connie. It's the one thing I can say very confidently is that there's always value in my classes and in my kits, because this is right how I make my money is from the kits. Especially with my last year of American Crafts, all my money came from whatever I taught as a class. So you know what I mean? It's one of those that you guys have helped me get through the last year. So I love it. I'm glad we get to do this. Is this paper not fan freaking tastic? Of course we're going to be cutting this. Do you have to cut them exactly like scallops? No, but I certainly would, because it's beautiful. So look at, they all look like little paper pieced scallops, because we've done this before in class where we cut circles out and layer the circles and make a border. So I love this. And wouldn't it be fun if maybe we did it again with circle punch, or we could just cut out rough circles. And then of course, navy is almost like the new black, or it is definitely in my classes or kits. So we have a tone on tone navy and almost this purpley color dot. That's the B side of this paper with stars. I can never get enough stars, right? Fan freaking tastic. It is. I love it. I love this paper because this is great when we're doing our clusters. You have now, it's almost like an ephemera pack, right? All the tags, borders, there's rulers, there are little labels, and then the little paint swatches and another border. So I love this paper because now we get more bang for your buck. And then the B side is this gorgeous leaf pattern that almost looks like it's painted, and then it has a turquoise underneath. It's really beautiful. I love this. And then your little border strip is a little scallops. I love this color. This Tiffany blue almost, right, with the green on top is very lovely. Hi, Lori. How are you? Happy to see lots of friends here tonight. Hello, Robin. My Robin is here too. And Jolene, Darina. Oh my goodness, I love it. Anya, this paper to me is one, if you find it, I really feel like it's a paper pack purchase. Because imagine this on your gel plate, printing, because it's book paper. Die cutting, stamping, stenciling on top. I love this freaking paper. Like, I'd have to say, is it a hero one? No, but is it a workhorse? This is a workhorse paper. So this is your book paper print. And then are you ready for the B side of this? It's probably, you're going to know this is something that's in almost all of my collections because I love frames, circles. Oh my goodness. This is the B side of this paper. Is this not the best wreath, I think, from Vicki B? Hello, Angie. How are you? Hello, Loretta, Tracy, Irene. I love this paper. That light pink on the background, I really feel like I want to cut this out and layer it on top of something and then cut the middle out, and then we could use this script again. I love this paper. That's the B side. And I really feel I love the width of this. That layering the butterflies and stuff on here will be really beautiful. We'll do some fun stuff with this. So that's the B side of that text paper. I love this one because I love my circles. So again, it looks like bubbles and it's on this cream background. I could see us cutting like a section of this out and layering it, cutting the other section out, and maybe it'll go on our double page layouts. Just trying to find a different way to use this. And I love the B side of this paper too because it's a color wash. So this one again, I don't even have a number on it, so I probably should have wrote that down. But look at the B side. Isn't this pretty? So it was meant to look paper pieced, book paper and graph paper, and then it looks like it's like tea dyed in green or an ink wash. And I love this because I feel like it's beautiful for layering and matting. It has a very interesting pattern, but then it's not overwhelming. And then, oh my goodness, little newsprint clouds. I love it. I love geometrics too. You know, Nat. I didn't show you the strip on this one though. It's newsprint, so it is what it is. I have to have a ledger because this is Vicky's cardstock. I love this for base. So it's a very pretty kind of linen cream background with a light peach pattern on it. I love this. S&H green stamps. I don't know what that is. I want to know what S&H green stamps are. So that is the ledger. Look at these. So we have to cut these out too. I feel like that needs to be done. So they look like they're little hand cut flowers out of book paper. Then they have like a little center and then layered, and then it has a tiny little, like the background has a tiny dot on it. So lots of texture in there. I love it. And then the strip is just more little daisies on there. So that's the B side of that paper. I think this is the last one. So this one, it is the last one. Look at, it's our stripe, because you need to have a stripe because this marries all of the colors in the palette together. But look how fun on the side. It looks like we cut out a title, so we can use that, right? So I love this one. It's very pretty. This paper you've seen before, it's just in a new colorway. I love this. It's almost like confetti. So it's like little confetti strips, and I love that it has this kind of purpley blue, the turquoise, the green, the baby blue, and look at the strip. Hello, 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 hello. So I love this paper. So those are the 12 sheets of double-sided paper that is open stock. So for my kit, there'll be multiples. Like there's 27 of these. So there's 11 sheets. Some you get 3, everything you get 2 sheets, and then some 3 sheets. So I love that. Open stock. They only did 12 because this collection was for Joann stores. So there was no extra. Do you know what I'm saying? There was no extra. It is what it is. What came out is all that we were getting. So let's look at this one because I love, there is a sheet of vellum. It says acetate online. It's printed vellum with foil on it. So let me take it out of the package. It will be on vickybooten.com in about 30 minutes. Yeah, in 30 minutes the kit will go up. Let me pull this out. Look how pretty. So can you see the foil on there? So this is like the stamp set. This mimics the stamp set. I think it's beautiful. I love this paper. Okay, so that is, it's vellum. It says acetate. It is definitely not. It's vellum. So that is the sheet, right? Me too. It's very sad. Any of these stores closing, I see different stores closing. It makes me very sad, and that's why keep supporting your independent scrapbook stores, all the support you give me, because this is my full-time job, right? And that's why I do limited numbers of everything. So I feel like I slice that pie up so there's a little piece for all of us, right? This is, for a lot of my Canadian friends, usually exclusive to Joann stores, and it is called a project pad. So there's foil in here, there's stickers in this, it's single-sided paper. So this will, a whole pad will go in my kits. Question, what does a class create? It is going to be probably 12 layouts, so like 6 double-page layouts and a tag flip book. We're gonna do a flip book because there's no album in this. So the project pad, are you ready? Look how pretty. So these are stickers. This is a whole sheet of stickers, and this gives you an idea of what the icons look like. They're all supposed to be paper pieced, right? The little bunny, the paper piece dog, the cat, glue because it's cut and paste, borders, there's foil elements on here. So this is a sticker sheet. right? These are stickers, right? And then what's really fun is there's a whole alpha set on here. So all of these are stickers as well. So you can peel these off and use them. It's very exciting. And then chit chat words that say like finding my happy, a little getaway, embrace imperfection, what a spectacular view, beyond expectations, happiness right here. This was just the very best, fave pastime, just me and a good book. So there is a pack of, or 2 sheets of stickers in this. And then there's papers. They're single-sided, but some have the foiling detail on there. So this is similar to the open stock, but it has the foiling on there. Yeah, the iced coffee. I'll show you that, though. It's in the ephemera pack as well. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? And then because I am who I am, there are different papers in here, because I don't like that we duplicate everything. So I always look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love this. So I always am push hard for different papers. But like I said, they're single-sided, okay? So there is this big rainbow, what would you call this? Color wheel? I guess a color wheel, pie shape, right? I love this paper. Was similar. We had one in Sweet Rush. And I said, let's do that again, because I love that it's like 2 papers in one. And then we have kind of like a little bit, I don't really go with the whole colors are for the sexes, you know, but it is like a warmer and cooler, I guess I would say, right? And then it is small pink background with little white daisies, right? And it almost looks like there's a little brad in it. I love that kind of 3D effect. I love my tone-on-tone dots in different scales. So you have the green polka dots. There's 1 sheet of every paper in here. Look at this stripe. Oh, I love it so much. Isn't it beautiful? And then we have, I love this paper. I love this paper because it is circles. It's kind of a grid. It has book paper in the background, all those different tones on here. I really love this. So you have this paper in here. We have our 4x6s, and look at this. It's a paper piece mason jar. I love it so much. I love it so much, right? So excited. I love hands in my stuff. You know I love clipboards. I love my pieces that we can do clusters on, right? So these are definitely all going to be clustered to the max. And then you get into ones that are like now in my 49 and Market world, more like the staples and starters a little bit. So this is just like a variegated polka dot. We have a pink grid. We have a turquoise grid. We have what's like cardstock. So there's pieces that even though it's single-sided, you don't have to match your cardstock. Isn't that fun? So there's a whole whack, and they all have a textural background on here. So that this whole thing that's left is 1 color of each of the colors in this collection. So that is the collection pack. That's the collection, pardon me, the collection pad, the project pad. And look, at the end, I did color match. I am on the ball tonight, so I will share. Look at that rainbow of loveliness. So what's next? What is next? The project pad is fun. I really wish it was double-sided, but you can't have everything you want, right? So it is fun. These are foam stickers. This is a foam sticker set. So let's now get into kind of what the icons and such look like. So I love the frames. Look at the little banners. Words are like best friend, best day ever, a short story, little moment, big memories, awesome night here, or awesome right here. I should put my glasses on. Always remember this, happiness right here. Look at the little floral clusters. Look at the little, what do you call that? What is this called? I don't know, a frame that comes, you know, when you get your photos. It's like that, the thing that comes out of the photo machine. Whatever that thing's called. Remember this, little banners, arrows, and there is foiling on it. the little layered circles. So I love that. I feel like film strip. Thank you. So that is your foam. Where did you find that? Hand that to me. This is what Rich just walked in to show me. My daughter would love it if I shared this right now. I don't know where he found it, but do you remember her when she was like that? Yeah, I don't know. What do you think she is, about 4 there? Oh, the dust on that, wherever he found that. But isn't that fun? That's how long I've been here. Longer. She was a baby when we started. So these are your 12 by 12 foam stickers. So when you pull that out, right, it's a foam sticker. I'm going to tell you something, because I don't necessarily like everything to have a stick, and I don't necessarily trust adhesive that comes pre-adhesed. So do you know, when I pull most of these off, I'm going to put powder on the back of them. I'll powder them, and then I feel like then I can place and re-adhere. So that's just a little Vicki tip. I usually re-adhere everything, so I have the ability to put stuff where I want it. So this 6 by 12 sticker sheet, the bunny is missing, because this was a test set that the designers tested to make sure that it all worked and the color lines and everything lined up. So that little bunny that was in the sticker sheet should be on here, but it's missing. And look how fun these are. I love the 12 by 12 stickers. So I put cut and paste. That's my handwriting. Love this set. And then little layered pieces, more of the little chit chat stickers. These clouds are everything. Look at those. And there is foil on here too. So it's a beautiful set. This is your 6 by 12 sticker sheet. Yes, it's anti-static powder that I use to take stick off of. That's all I use it for. You want to know what else I use this for? I put it on top of the rub-ons. 49 and Market rub-ons when they go on, because then it takes the stick off my rub-ons. I love it. I love that thing. I have 2 of them right in front of me right now. I love it. Use it all the time. So I love that 6 by 12 stickers. What else do we have? Look at the stamp set for this collection. So it is a stamp set, but it also comes with the die that matches this, the die that matches the petals, and the die that matches the center. So you can, we're going to do lots of coloring and layering flowers. I really think it's beautiful. So there is that. Everything I'm showing you tonight too is in my kit. You get all of it, even the washi tape. I put everything in the kit. So that I stamped them, and they stamped beautifully. So very fun. So that's the stamp set with this one that I think you get lots of use for card makers, whatever you want to do. And you know, they are made in China. So they are not the stickiest stamps ever, but I think the art is beautiful and they stamp very nicely. Okay, so that is the cut and paste stamp set. Are you ready for the washi set for this one? It's freaking gorgeous. Why do you want to make rub-ons not stick? No, the top of them, Lynn. When you put the rub-on down, sometimes they're tacky. I put powder on top so that it doesn't stick to other things. So I want my rub-ons to stick. I just, when you release them from the backing, sometimes they're a little sticky on top. That's why I put the powder on top, not underneath, on top after it's already rubbed on. Look at this washi set. So look at it, has like a pinking sheer. This one says tomorrow, yesterday, today, repeated. The little scallop. Look at the book paper. It's lovely. The butterflies. I really love this set of washi. I love this set of washi. So that is your washi set for this collection. And Puffy stickers. So there's 2 sheets in here of these puffies, which I love for a little bit of raised here. So you get 2 sheets of these, right? Little stars. It says hello there, this here, love this, the best. So it's a nice little dimensional element. So those are the Puffy stickers. I am having some major issues with my voice. I don't know what's going on, but Yeah, I do. I sound like, I've been yelling at people all day and I haven't. So I need to get a doctor's appointment and see what's going on. Because I think maybe my vocal cords are damaged. Got to figure it out, right? Okay, so this is a new SKU that I'm very excited about. This is the title pack. I think it's sold out almost everywhere, right? I need a steroid puffer. Oh, maybe, yeah. I'm going to go get an appointment so I can figure out what's going on. So let's dump this out. There are 65 titles in here. It's a mix of my handwriting, labels. I freaking love this. They are paper. And they're stuck. I'll probably never get them back in here, but it's okay because I'm going to start using them soon, right? Look at them all. So we're going to take a minute to look at these because I feel like that's important. So you have explore, memories, little, heart. So the big black bold ones, love. Like, I really feel like this is something you need multiples of. And I know my VBoo crew has, if they've already bought this online, you're going to want more of it. Because some of this stuff, I just feel like, we're going to use most of it when we do the class. And then we're going to be playing with it on Friday nights. And you're going to want your extras. So I'm sorting. Look at this. Handwriting. Adorable. Handwriting. And it's foiled. Look at today. Heart. And that's all in my handwriting. Details. Look at the size of them too. They're bold. I think if you ask me, they're not stickers, and I wouldn't want them to be because the adhesive never works. So they are like a heavier weight paper. It's like a heavier weight paper, which now I can foam dot them or glue them down. We can sew through them. But just to give you an idea, like look at all these different fonts. Look at this. Photo, perfect. Top 10. If you're like, why top 10, top 5, happy, sweet. Ooh, story. Isn't it cute? Beyond expectations. So it's all these layerable. It's going to be so good for layering. And what else is nice is you don't have to use it with my collection. You could use this with whatever. I do. I think this SKU is the bomb. Right, Angie? Like, I love this. Card makers, whatever you do, you could use this. Like, I feel like you need extra. I should have actually ordered extra of this because I feel like if I was shopping, and don't be mad, Canadians, there's no you in it. There's no you. And I know some of you just don't use it or cut it out and only use fave. I try to only put fave in because I know my people get mad. Remember days. Isn't it fun? These. So there's all these. And then look at, you have like little subtitles, but these are great for over top your photos. So you have that, the story. So that kind of gives you an idea. See, top 10, top 5. I can't pick them up with my fakey nails, right? Top 10, top 5. So I love this. I think this SKU is awesome. So it has 65 pieces. They're all layered, outlined on the back. Great SKU. I think this SKU is fabulous. And then last but not least, because this collection, right, the papery was gorgeous. That was supposed to be in this. It got canceled. There was a new sticker book canceled. There was a layered thicker sheet got canceled. So I just added some other stuff. I just added the thickers for my class from the mixed media collection. I added both sets of the stencils from the mixed media, so even if you own them, it's not a big deal. Use one set for your acrylic paints and one for your inks, but I want to be able to stencil, and there's a half pack of foundations paper in the kit. And I also added, because it's not enough embellishment for me, will be one of the new Bo Bunny color whatever collection, the set with all the butterflies in it. So it's going to be on there, right? Yeah, no, it just, American Crafts was up for sale and going out of business, and they just canceled lots of the SKUs. So if it wasn't something that was picked up by Joanne store, it didn't make the cutting block. So it's okay. It's all good. Like I have it all here. I'd love to show you, but then part of me, it's like if I show you, it's kind of mean because you can't have it, right? I have one pack of the papery, beautiful. Yeah. I would like to really visit doing papery, some kind of style of that with 49 and Market down the road, but there are so many SKUs that I don't even know if we need it, right? So this is a mix of vellum. Oh, I want to make sure. Hopefully everything's in here. Because see, this is when I know it was a tester sample set. But gives you an idea. Look at more of my handwriting. And then paper pieced flowers. Look at this one. It could be an iced coffee or an iced tea. I love it. Right? And then look at the tape. Butterflies. Look at this floral cluster. There's a cat. There's a dog. Even if you don't have a cat or dog, you just use it as an icon. There's a glue stick. There are little flags. Look at the glue stick. But it all looks like it's hand cut, right? And adhered. So that was the whole vibe with this collection. It might be vodka. Sure, it can be a TNV if you want it. Glue stick or a glue bottle. Look at the little colored pencils. Pencil crayons here in my world. Aren't they fun? So it's a very fun vibe. It's a very fun vibe. Scissors. Look at the watermelon. OMG. I love it. What else is in here? Trees. There's houses in here, I think. Oh, look at the deer. Oh my goodness. It is perfect for summer, right? But it's not. If you live in Australia and you want to use it and it's winter for you now, it still will work. Books, flowers, and then look at the vellum jar. Isn't that fun? So it's vellum. The orange slice. So that's the top part or the bottom part. And then there's still more. The deer, right? I love it. Because this is coming out, and then you know what I'm going to hit you with in July is the Christmas collection. That's going to blow your mind. I have to say, I might be biased, but it's, I think, one of the best Christmas collections. I am freaking in love. The clouds. Look at the clouds. I love them. With the sun. Seriously. All day long, please. Yeah, I can't wait when I share that Christmas collection with you. No, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. So that is, what else is in here? More butterflies, flowers. So it's very cute. Anything else that I want to show? Oh, look at this. A birdie just for Natalie. She loves them. Look at the cherries. I love them. So it's not like the theme is not set. And then you have the little doggy. So that is cut and paste. What do you guys think? What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing? I want to know. Do you have one? Do you love this collection? I know if you are a VBoo lover, my American craft stuff, this should make you very happy. Because I feel like this is really to go out on a bang with American crafts. I feel like this collection did it. I feel like this collection did it. I'm really sad that the paper pad, the 6x8 didn't make it, the 12x12, because there's a whole whack of paper you'll never see because there were different papers in the paper pad. The papery was gorgeous, right? So the project pad is kind of awesome, right? I love it. Look at all you guys. I love it. So it's only going to be for our live viewers, but comment now because I am going to give one gift certificate to my store. So for 100 Canadian dollars for our viewers tonight, and I'm only going to do it live because it's too hard for me. Vicky's always forward moving. So comment now, and in a second I'm going to scroll through, and whoever I land on, you have to email me because I remember nothing at info@vickybooten.com, and I will send you the $100 and put it out there hopefully before the 9 o'clock so you can use that towards the kit if you want to. So look at these are our ink colors that match. Mowed Lawn, Selvage Patina, Tumbled Glass, Salty Ocean, Chipped Sapphire, Kitsch Flamingo, Spun Sugar, Scattered Straw, and Spice Marmalade. Here I go. I'm doing my little scroll, 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 scroll. And the winner is Valerie Duffy. Valerie Duffy, congratulations. You're the name I landed on. So if you email me at info@vickybooten.com, I hope you have a account on my store, and I will send you that. So here are your ink colors, okay, friends? I will post them online, but just to give you an idea. Isn't that that's a pretty color palette. It's a pretty color palette. The yellow is a little softer in this one, right? So congratulations, Valerie. And I'm going to flip the camera around. I wanted to make sure that I kept this short and sweet. So if you are interested in getting the kit, a lot of you have bought it already. Will there be access only? Yes, once the kits are gone. This will not be a traditional album class. I'm going to do some kind of funky tag book on a ring. And it'll be fun. It's all going to be fun. And then majority is going to be layouts, clusters. We're going to be doing stamping. We're going to be stenciling. It's a lot of mixed media. So you're going to want distress ink colors to use with this kit. You get 2 packs of stencils in the kit. So it's like 6 patterns. A lot of you probably have them already, but it's okay. You just get a second set, right? Just a second set. So this kit is going to go up. If you want my kit on vickybooten.com at 9 o'clock. Once they're gone, they're gone. This has been very painful. If you've been around for a long time, you know how much stress this whole collection has caused me. So it's one of those, right? Once the kits are gone, they're gone. Do I think I have enough? Yes. It's not like I have 10. There's quite a few there, but it's not what I normally order because I didn't know. It's already been for sale for 2 months or a month. So I'm like, I don't know. Everybody might have it already. Oops, sorry, friends. So I'm like, I don't want to take the chance and get stuck with them, right? So I did not order my normal number, but it's still very healthy. Okay, I don't want to scare you. It's like, oh no, is it going to break? Is the website going to break? So thank you so much. Thank you for every store that brought this in. I've seen it all over the interwebs. I was looking for images today, and I see lots of it is sold out already. So I hope that it was super successful in your stores. Definitely stock up outside of what's in that kit because you know I'm going to be using it on Friday nights. If you've already bought it all, like I said, access only will be coming. Will stores get more in? I don't know. That's the thing is I don't know who's going to carry this because it's American Crafts it's not the same as what it was, right? So if you're a store out there and you want to know if you can stock up, I don't know. There's lots of stuff kind of floating out there. So will Natalie, May, and Adelaide have this collection? I don't know. I think she has it. I think I saw it. So I'd look already. I don't know what she has, but will it be posted under the home button? When you go in, there's a picture that's up there and you can see a green button up to the right that says here. It's clicked there. Also across the top of my site says shop. If you click on shop, the first thing that comes up is cut and paste. If you're in there right now, as soon as 9 o'clock hits, it's going to be there. It's going to be there, right? She does. I saw it on there. Yeah, I think Natalie May has it, right? If you're in the US, you just order on vickybooten.com. I know a lot of you are stressed because of International Scrapbook Days and that I had to refund all those orders. That only applies to product that I only have in Canada. For all of my kits moving forward, some will ship from the US and some ship from Canada. They all ship first to the US and then we just divvy up where they're purchased, right? So if 3/4 of them have been purchased in the US, they stay. Greta packs up my boxes and then ships what I need for the Canadian kits. So the Canadian kits or US are done first and then the Canadian ones. So US kits will be shipped from the US. Yep, US from the US, Canada from Canada. Okay, question. Can you add anything to your box? No. I have to put that on the website. You cannot add anything if you're in the US. In Canada, you can. In the US, you cannot add anything. I need to put that on there because the store doesn't exist there. And with the tariffs, I cannot even ship to the US right now. It's not even letting me on the site that I normally do. And Canada Post's on strike. So, yes. So yes, and for some of you with the refunds, they've all been done. It just takes a little while for it to process through Shopify, okay? So thank you so much. Thank you, Natalie. I love this. There's lots more to come, right? Lots more to come. It's going to be so much fun. But I hope you enjoyed that. And can we order 2 in a box? 2, yes, no more than 2. Because there's no album in this one. So yes, it affects the shipping because the weight goes up, but don't put 5 in one box, okay? So yes, 2 I'll let slide, but that's it. And only Canadians can add to their box. Only Canadians can add, okay? Because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in the US. It's only in my shop here, okay? So have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me. I hope you love cut and paste as much as I do, and I can't wait to see what you create with it. I'm so excited. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week. I'm off to see Post Malone on Monday. I'm so excited, so I'll tell you all about it when I get back. So we'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend, and all my American friends, have a great long weekend. Spend time with your family, do the crafting, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you guys later. Eek.